The meat was still sizzling on the grill when she said it, casually, like she was commenting on the weather. Go on the honeymoon by yourself, Mark. I froze, tongs hovering over a slab of ribs. The evening heat clung to my skin, but suddenly I felt cold, scraped hollow from the inside. Our friends laughed and drank and argued about sports on the patio behind us, but her words sliced clean through the noise. I turned to her. What? She didn't look at me, didn't blink, just kept rubbing barbecue sauce onto the chicken as though she hadn't detonated a bomb between us. You should go alone, she repeated. You know, decompress. My throat tightened. We've been married 6 weeks. I know. She wiped her hands. Maybe some space would help. From across the fence, our neighbor, Eli, leaned over with a beer in his hand, wearing that easy grin of his. He'd been at our house more in the last 2 months than some of my own friends. He lifted his drink toward her. You okay over there? He called out. His voice carried a warmth that twisted something ugly in my gut. She smiled back, too quickly, too brightly. Yeah, just talking. But he didn't look at her. He looked at me, eyes narrowing with something like pity, and that's when the dread began to crawl up my spine. Later, after the guests left and the dishes piled in the sink like abandoned promises, I confronted her in the dim glow of the kitchen. You said that at the barbecue because you want to get rid of me, I said. Why? She leaned against the counter, arms folded tight, jaw set. Don't turn this into something dramatic. So it's nothing. It's complicated. My heart slammed painfully. Who is he? The silence that followed was a living thing, breathing between us. Then, a soft knock at the back door. We both froze. The sound came again. A deliberate, slow tap. I moved toward the door, but she grabbed my wrist, fingers trembling. Don't. Why not? I hissed. But I already knew. I opened the door anyway. Eli stood there under the porch light, hands shoved deep into his pockets, eyes dark with guilt or fear. Maybe both. He didn't greet me. He didn't smile. He just said, quietly, she didn't tell you, did she? My wife inhaled sharply behind me, like she'd been punched. Tell me what? My voice cracked. Eli's jaw twitched. Mark, she's not trying to hurt you. She's scared. And she thinks leaving is the only way to fix this. I stared at both of them, my pulse pounding in my ears. My wife stepped forward, voice breaking. It's not what you think. Then say it, I said. Please. She closed her eyes. Eli isn't. He's not the one I betrayed you with. The world tilted. Eli looked at her sharply. Wait, what? She shook her head, tears slipping free. I thought, when you told me you had feelings, that maybe it was simpler to let Mark assume. You told her what? I snapped at Eli. He blinked. I told her I used to have feelings for her. Before you two even met. That's it. I wasn't, Jesus, Anna, I wasn't confessing anything. Her face crumpled as she realized she'd mistaken comfort for confession, and used it to shield the truth. My breath came out in shards. So if not him, then who? She opened her mouth, but no sound came out. And then my phone buzzed. On the screen, a notification. A message from an unknown number. You deserve to know what she and your brother have been doing. My vision tunneled. Eli muttered a curse under his breath. My wife collapsed into a chair, sobbing. And I stood there, gripping the doorframe to stay upright, as the last remaining pieces of my life slid off the edge and shattered at my feet.